Betty. We had a client, her name was Betty, and she had a spinal disease where she was unable to walk. And she had gone through several home care agencies. She was very disappointed. She always got a different caregiver every single day. And yeah, she may have been a little temperamental. I mean, she was in a lot of pain. Wouldn't you be, right? But I think no one wanted to sit down and listen to her, and she wanted someone to talk to. She wanted someone her daughter lived in Florida. We're in California. So she kind of wanted just someone to sit with her, have tea, eat a biscuit, and just hear about what her life was like before she suffered that spinal disease and couldn't walk anymore. And so we had a caregiver that we knew would understand this need, and we had her there 12 hours a day, and that really made a difference. And the daughter called us, I would say like 3 weeks later, and said, "Oh my God, I talked to my mom on the phone and I've never heard so much joy in her voice." So I know that we went in and we made that difference. Just hearing, like, you wake up every day and you wonder, like, am I doing the right thing? But when you get a client's daughter to call you and say, "Oh my God, my mom, she's never sounded so happy." I mean, that's why we do what we do.
Yeah, I could think of just a recent story that a case that Shona had, and honestly, Shona was the one who managed the case. He was a retired football player, and he was toward the end of life. They were saying he was going to have a few months left. He had a much younger wife. She was about 20 years younger. Didn't need it. She was fully capable of taking care of herself, but she needed help taking care of her husband at the end of life. Unfortunately, it wasn't months, but it was weeks before he passed. And our services ended within weeks, not months that we anticipated. But regardless of the end of service, Shona continued supporting the wife. She knew she was grieving. We sent flowers to the funeral. We continued to call and check up on her to make sure she's doing anything. There was no compensation for Shona to do that, but we thought we're not just there for the client, we're there for the family, even after our client had passed. And she was so moved by that she ended up hiring a caregiver just to support her during her grieving period. And we actually had her as a client longer than the original client, and it was amazing. And it was just going above and beyond and having that compassion for the family, understanding the grief that they're going through. Ended up creating business for us. Not that we anticipated it, but just because we care. And so it was something that was unique and unexpected.